Book of Heaven, Volume 17, August 9th, 1924. Praying, suffering, and operating in the divine will are the only embankment to divine justice. Images of the living in the divine will. Father Sea and Mother Earth, the sea and the fish, the earth and the plants. After much waiting for the presence of my adorable Jesus, I felt him in my interior, extending his arms and saying to me,
"My daughter, extend your arms together with me in my will, to repair for many who extend their works in the human will, which forms for them the net of all evils, to hurl them into the eternal abyss, and to prevent my justice from pouring itself upon them in order to vent its just fury. In fact, when the creature extends herself in my will to operate and to suffer, my justice feels touched by the creature with the power of my will, and it ceases its just rigors. It is a divine vein that the creature makes flow between God and the human family, and because of which my justice cannot help having regard for poor humanity."
And while saying this, he showed how creatures are preparing a great revolution among parties against the government and against the church. What a horrible massacre could be seen. How many tragedies. Then my sweet Jesus resumed his speaking.
"My daughter, did you see? Creatures do not want to stop it. Their greed for shedding blood is not yet quenched in them, and this provokes my justice to destroy entire cities by earthquakes, by water, and by fire, and to make their inhabitants disappear from the face of the earth. Therefore, my daughter, pray, suffer, operate in my will, because this alone can be an embankment, so that my justice may not burst out with its devastating thunderbolts in order to destroy the earth. Oh, if you knew how beautiful and delightful it is to see a soul operate in my will. An image of this can be given to you by Father Sea and Mother Earth, which are so bound and linked to each other that the water cannot be without the earth, and the earth would be sterile without the water. There is like a marriage between them, such that the sea can be called Father and the earth Mother. Such is the union which the soul should have with my will. Now, what is there in the sea? An immensity of waters. Who inhabits these waters? Whom do they nourish? To whom do they give life? To many different fishes, which nourish themselves, swim and dart inside the immense sea. See then, the sea is one, but many fishes live in it. However, the love and the jealousy of the sea toward them is so great that it keeps them hidden within itself. Its waters lay themselves above and below them, to the right and to the left. If the fish wants to swim and move, it slices through the waters, and darting it amuses itself. And the water lets itself be cut through, but it presses itself around it, below and above it. It never leaves it. And there where the fish passes, it immediately closes the way behind it, leaving no trace of where it passes or where it reaches, so that no one may follow it. If it wants to be nourished, the water offers itself to feed it. If it wants to sleep, it makes itself its bed, but it never leaves it. It always presses itself around it. But in spite of this, one can see that in the sea there are beings which are not the waters. One can see motions, darts, formed by these mute inhabitants, for which the sea is life, while they are the glory, the honor, and the richness of the sea. More than fish is the soul who operates and lives in my will. My will is immense. The creature is finite. However, she has her motions, her voicing, her little walking. And as my will sees her within itself, its love and jealousy are so great that more than sea, it lays itself above and below her, to the right and to the left, and it makes itself life, food, word, work, step, suffering, bed, rest, and dwelling of this fortunate creature. It follows her everywhere, and it even amuses itself together with her. I could say that they are my glory, my honor, and the richness to whom my will gives birth. The operating of the soul in my will is like the swimming and the darting of the fish in the terrestrial sea, and the soul does it in the celestial sea of the supreme volition. These souls are the hidden inhabitants of the celestial waves, who live of the immense inheritance of the infinite sea of my will. And just as the fishes are hidden, disappeared inside the sea, mute, yet they form the glory of the sea and serve as food for man, so do these souls seem disappeared inside the divine sea, mute, yet they form the greatest glory of creation, and are the primary cause for my letting descend upon earth the delicious food of my will and of my grace. Another image of the operating of the soul in my will is the earth. The souls who live in my will are the plants, the flowers, the trees, the seeds. With how much love does the earth not open in order to receive the seed? Rather, it does not open, it splits in order to place itself upon it, to help the seed to become dust with itself, so as to be able to deliver more easily from its womb the plant which that seed contains. And as it begins to come out of its womb, it presses itself around it. It gives it the humors it contains, almost like food to make it grow. A mother cannot be so affectionate as Mother Earth. In fact, a mother does not always hold her newborn on her lap, nor does she constantly give him milk, while the earth, more than mother, never detaches the plant from its breast. Rather, the more it grows at the top, the more the earth sinks underneath, and it rips open to make space for its roots, so as to let the plant grow more beautiful and strong. Its love and its jealousy are so great that it keeps it attached to its breast to give it life and continuous nourishment. But the plants, the flowers, etc., are the most beautiful ornament of the earth, its happiness, its glory, and its richness, and they provide food for the human generations. More than Mother Earth is my will for the soul who lives and operates in my will. More than tender mother, I hide her in my will. I help her to let the seed of her will die, that she may be reborn with mine, and I form my beloved plant. I nourish her with the celestial milk of my divinity. My jealousy is such that I keep her attached to my breast, and I remain pressed around her, that she may grow beautiful and strong, and all in my likeness. Therefore, my daughter, be attentive, always operate in my will, if you want to make your beloved Jesus content. I would like you to cease everything, to take this point alone of living and operating constantly in my will.
Thank you for being a part of our community here at Divine Will app. If you enjoy listening to Jesus' lessons on how to live in the divine will, please give this video a thumbs up. Your likes help us reach more souls yearning to live in the kingdom of the divine will. We'd love to hear your thoughts and reflections, so drop a comment below. Your insights not only enrich our community, but also inspire others on their spiritual journey. And don't forget to subscribe to our channel. By joining us, you're helping to spread the news of the kingdom of the divine will, so that together we can bring His kingdom to reign on earth as it is in heaven. In the divine will, always.